Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Cooking for the Family. I'm Devon and I cannot wait to share with you the best recipe for brown sugar cake. It is so good, y'all. Now tell me though, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you're liking what you see, go on and give us a thumbs up. Now, for our brown sugar cake, we're going to be using some sour cream, some sugar, some brown sugar, some pecans. Now the pecans are optional, but I really feel they add a little something extra special to this recipe, okay? We're also going to be using some cinnamon, oil. This is a vanilla Jell-O pudding, and it's a 3.4 ounce Jell-O vanilla pudding. And we're also going to be using some eggs, water, and oil. And also, hey guys, down below, let me know in the comments, have you ever had or tried brown sugar cake, and what did you think of it? So first, we're going to go on and put in our yellow cake mix. And it's just a regular box yellow cake mix. You can use any brand that you like. We're putting in our vanilla pudding. And we're adding in our 4 large eggs at room temperature. And you always want to have your eggs at room temperature because they will mix better when you're making your cakes and your batters. We added in 2/3 cup of water. And we're also going to go on and add in a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. All right. Now to this, we will be adding the sour cream. Now the sour cream in particular, I love using Knudsen's anytime that I'm making cakes that require sour cream. I just find that throughout the years it just works really well in recipes. Okay, so the sour cream, we're using 2/3 cup of sour cream. Now we're not going to put in the brown sugar just yet, and this recipe calls for 1 cup of light brown sugar, but we're not going to put it in just yet. We'll put it in towards the end of mixing our batter. Okay. And this cake right here, this recipe is kind of reminiscent of sock it to me cake. Now, have any of you ever had sock it to me cake? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And if you've also had the brown sugar cake, and comparing the two, what did you think? But let me tell you, both of those cakes are so good. But today we are making this brown sugar cake, but that will put you in the mind of the sock it to me cake. Now our batter, this is what you want your batter to start looking like. You want to really bring it together. It's going to be it's going to be a little bit on the thicker side of a batter. With adding that additional egg, you're going to have that, a little bit thicker of a batter. But this cake comes out deliciously moist, and it stays moist for the next few days. It is really good, especially around the holiday times, or if you're going for a picnic or a family gathering. This cake is excellent to take, okay? And so now I've gone on and I've added in that 1 cup of light brown sugar. And you just want to mix the brown sugar until it dissolves. You don't want to overmix it, but you see what you're looking for? That kind of like, it gets a little bit of nice golden color right there. And it's just all of the brown sugar has dissolved and it's mixed in. All right, so now we're going to go on and fill our Bundt pan. And this particular cake comes out as a Bundt pan cake recipe. Now, before I pour my batter, I always like to make sure that all the brown sugar has dissolved and I have no streaks of sour cream. Now, next what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this. It's like a nice crunchy little crust that's on the top of the cake, and it is really good. Oh my gosh, it's really something extra special. And you can skip this step, but trust me, it really adds to the cake. And all it is 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And all I do is just put in a bowl. I'm going to go in and mix this up really good. And this is going to go in the bottom of our Bundt cake pan. And it's going to go in the bottom before we pour the cake into our pan. Now, in addition to the sugar and cinnamon mixture, we're also going to put in some chopped pecans. And like I said, the chopped pecans are optional, but those chopped pecans, it just, that little extra crunch right there, it is really good with this cake. Okay, and so we're going to end up using 1 cup of chopped pecans. Now, also with this recipe, I'll give you also an alternative. With this recipe, you can put the chopped pecans right into the batter. You can just add it right into the batter. What I've found though is I like to add it in with that sugar and cinnamon that I'm going to put into the Bundt pan. I like to actually sprinkle that so that way it creates this nice topping that is with this brown sugar cake. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Oh, and don't worry guys, in the description box below, I'm going to have the list of all the ingredients that we are using today. Now, this is my Bundt pan, and you notice how some of the spray, the nonstick spray I use, has gathered in the bottom. We actually want to have that. You want a little extra spray because of this sugar that's going to kind of crystallize a little bit, and so you want to have extra spray around the sides and in the bottom of your tube, your Bundt pan. Okay, and so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go on. And we're doing this also because with the extra spray, in the past, I have not used extra spray and it's stuck a little bit. And so with that extra spray, it really makes sure that it pops out with no problem. So I'm sprinkling that sugar and that cinnamon mixture right in the bottom of the pan. And you see what I'm doing? You see how I'm just rotating the Bundt pan and I'm getting that sugar mixture all around the side, and the cinnamon and the sugar all around the side of the pan, and it's going to create that nice crust on our cake that I was talking about. And it is so good, guys. It really makes a difference. It's something special. When people bite into the cake, they go, what's that? What is that? And that's what you want. And so next I'm going to go on and I'm going to sprinkle in the pecans. And you see what I was talking about? How you could either add the pecans right to the batter, but I like to put them in the bottom of the Bundt pan, y'all. It comes out nice. Now we're going to go on and put in our batter all around in our pan. Just like that. We're pouring our batter in our pan and want to make sure that our batter is in there nice and even, so that way our cake bakes up nice and even. Now, while I am doing this step, I have my oven preheating on 350 degrees. And this cake is going to bake for 1 hour. You're going to want your cake to rise nicely, and it's going to be a golden brown on top. And also, when you insert your toothpick or your tester, it's going to come out clean. It might have 1 or 2 crumbs on it, but your toothpick should come out clean, with the exception of, like I said, just 1 or 2, little crumbs on it. All right. Now, once I have my batter in my pan, I just like to do this. I like to go around and just gently move the cake around. I like to tap out any air bubbles that might be hiding in the batter. And now it's ready for the oven. Our cake is done. I have let it cool in the pan for a half an hour, so that way it is cool to my touch. And now it's time for us to go on and flip and take our cake out. Let's see how we did. We did it, guys. You see that? Oh my gosh. Do you see what I'm talking about? The pecans are under that nice sugary, nice topping right there. And it was just enough. We just used 2 tablespoons, y'all, not a whole lot. And that cinnamon really gives something extra. And the pecans have nestled. As they have baked, they have nestled in the top of our Bundt cake. And that is it, y'all. This is the brown sugar cake, but we are not done yet. Just to kind of gussy it up, kind of like pretty up our cake, I like to go on and put a little powdered sugar on top. Just a little bit, not too much, because we already have that nice sugar coating on top, but I just like to dust it with a little bit of powdered sugar. It looks so good, y'all. Now let's go on and we're going to give this cake a try. Doesn't that look nice? It came out good. All right, let's see what the inside's looking like. And like I said, guys, this cake is excellent to take to a family gathering, for your holiday table. It is great if you're going to a barbecue, a cookout, you're having a potluck. This cake is so good and so universal. It is a crowd pleaser. And this is it, guys. Look at that. It is moist. It is delicious, full of flavor, so tasty. That brown sugar in the mix really makes a difference. And do you see that nice topping I was talking about? You got the pecans kind of peeking out right there. You got that dusting of powdered sugar, that little extra crunch from that cinnamon and that sugar right there. It cuts so nicely. This is just so good. You want a bite? There you go, guys. That bite's for you. It is so good. It goes great also with coffee. You're going to have your tea, a glass of milk. It is a nice way to finish off a nice family meal. It is perfect. Well, I hope you give this recipe a try. And remember, it is always good when Devon is cooking for the family. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, guys, what are you waiting for? Go on and click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, go on and give us a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And also, I have Instagram now, so follow me on Instagram. It's in the description box below. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.